You already know what time it is. It's time for more of The Witcher 3. Now this one is going to be slightly different than what we've been doing before. I'm actually live streaming this right now, so much love to everybody who's coming out watching and everything. We've had a good time talking about stuff that's going to be happening on the channel quite soon, and I hope you guys are ready for that. Make sure the notification bell's on. This is something I wasn't going to do. I didn't actually bring this up in the episode. The Witcher 3, like I brought up, has a lot of different endings in its game. Now, I know there's 36 variations, but there's only like 3 actual different endings, and there's just variations of that. Even in this video from AF Guides HD that I'm about to check out today, this ending 1 is actually not the same ending that I got. It is the same ending, but it's slightly different with the decisions he makes. Like, spoiler alert, in this one, he didn't get with Yen or Triss here at the end. So I'm going to watch that little bit of ending, you know, when it has the little cinematic artworks and stuff like that, and we'll see the details of what happened after the game's ending. Then we'll just continue on and watch the main 3 endings here. So that's the plan for this. I wasn't going to watch the other endings because in a way I feel like it kind of messes with that fuzzy feeling of the ending that I got personally. So that's why I wasn't too interested in it. But then I got enough comments bringing it up. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I've already actually been playing Hearts of Stones. If those of you guys that are members and patrons, you probably already know that, but if not, I'm uploading this beforehand. So if I know some stuff about the DLC, that's why. But that's enough yapping. If you haven't already, hit the like button for your boy. Leave a comment for the algorithm. You have no idea how much that really helps me out. And of course, if you'd like to be notified for more of this series going up, all you have to do is subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. And of course, if you would like to see these episodes early before anyone else, uncut, uncensored, all that good stuff, then check out the link in the description box below for my Patreon. It's not much, but with enough support, I can do this full time. And I'm even uploading movie and TV show reactions. So if there's anything you'd like me to see, the comment section is the place to leave it. But enough of that YouTuber nonsense. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So like I said, this is technically the same ending here where Ciri becomes a Witcher, but I do want to see the difference here about what it's like if he didn't end up with either Triss or Yen. So let's go ahead and see this. Check this out.
Radovid had many faults. He was cruel, impetuous, and pathologically ambitious. But he was a tactical genius. That's undeniable.
Wait. Oh, in this one, they kept Radovid alive. Oh, shoot.
Commanding forces far outnumbered by his foes, he handily defeated the invader from the south. The Redanian eagle spread its wings, taking all the north, including Novigrad, beneath them.
Oh, crap. Y'all left.
With victory.
Bro, people really left that madman on there? Like, people in the chat, let me know. Do y'all and people watching this as a video, y'all really left Radovid alive? Like, that man was a monster. I mean, I know Emir wasn't great either, you know, but like, you really let Radovid live? Come on.
In the war against Nilfgaard secured, Radovid proceeded to complete his witch hunt. As they had in Novigrad, pyres burned in Temeria and Aedirn, lands now liberated by the Redanian monarch. In the drive for moral renewal, simple herbalists, pellers, healers, and non-humans, all supposed heretics, were murdered in droves. For many, freedom beneath Radovid's scepter proved more tragic than servitude to another.
That's so terrible. That's so terrible. The fact that like the ending's not even trying to do the, you know, that even though he's alive, you know, things still went okay. No, no, he killed them. He killed them. It's so bad. That's so bad. I can't imagine that.
As his armies went from one victory to the next, Emir's subjects remained boundlessly obedient. When a string of humiliating defeats proved Var Emreis fallible, the opposition, thus far secret, attacked. The subjects of the Emperor who had danced on the graves of his foes laid him to rest in a tomb of his own. Many islanders believed Svanrige would be no more than his ambitious mother's pet. The young king...
Svanrige also became... Dude, I see why there's so many different variations here. Because, like, what if you killed Radovid, but Svanrige also became king of Skellige? You know? Like, there's so many different things. Or what if you left Radovid alive, but you help Ceres or Hjalmar become the rulers. So it's like, oh shoot, I see where there's so many little differences that can happen, you know, and like how one thing can affect another. That's cool.
Proved them wrong, ignoring her whims and ruling with an iron hand all his own. Tired of the Jarls and their endless feuds, he resolved to turn the Isles into an absolute monarchy, modeled after those of the continent. What he resolved, he achieved, but only by shedding his countrymen's blood.
Dang, so Svanr wasn't a great leader.
Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon, heir to Nilfgaard's throne, chose the life of a witcher on the path. Geralt taught her all he knew, every skill he possessed. Then each set off on their own. Soon, word of the ashen-haired witcheress had spread throughout the north.
Yeah, this is what we saw already.
To the mountains of Kovir. And what of Geralt, you might ask? Well, he continued on as before, giving hand to mouth, job to job, on the road, never coinless. We would meet at times over a glass of strong drink to talk about the old days and speculate what could have, would have, might have been.
That sucks. That sucks. Solo Geralt sucks. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That sucks. Like, how do you do all of this just to end up alone in the end? Now, I'm not saying you need someone to be happy. You know, I'm not saying that at all. I'm sure there's people in the chat here now that are perfectly fine with being alone for the rest of their lives because that's just peaceful, you know? But man, Geralt does not deserve to be alone, living paycheck to paycheck, you know, and just talking about what could have been. This man's old, bro. He deserves to retire to a freaking log cabin in the woods, you know, with the woman he loves. That's what he freaking deserves. That's what he freaking deserves, man. Depression Geralt sucks, bro. I'm sorry. That sucks. That actually sucks. I don't even want to think about that. Oh. No way. This is gonna be. No way. I just realized what this is. This is gonna be when you weren't there for Ciri, I think. I bet this is gonna be you weren't there for Ciri and she dies. Come on, Ciri, push through. Wait, did she do that last time? Wait, what is that? Okay, this is good. Okay, this is all good. I love that. Geralt, just see. I love Geralt so much, man. Okay, so these are all the good options. This is what happened to us. So far, it's basically the same. Okay, we gave Ciri her confidence back. Okay, so now she should be able to handle the coming fight. It's been a while since I actually beat the game. I know the episode just went up recently, but I actually beat the game a while before that, so like... This is different. Dang, 720p is all best we got. What the freak is this? No, okay, if this is where she lives because those good things happen, I'm betting this is where she became. Oh, I remember this area.
Yeah, I might believe you if you showed me a pair of monogram Batiste Galligaskins.
Chilling with the boys. I'm thinking now, this is the ending where she becomes an empress, isn't it? It has to be. That's the only other alluded ending that there was. I don't know if that's an actual ending, but it's the only thing that makes sense. That means this person had to have chosen to bring her to Emir. That's the only thing that makes sense. So keep watching.
More likely, you just say I stole them.
Dimwits.
Can I get you more of that hooch you praised so high yesterday?
Nah, gotta go. Promised I'd be at the huntsman's cottage at the crack of dawn.
Oh, aye, that's right, rabbit hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Geralt still has friends even when he's by
Soft
himself.
spot for me. He could sense I was a family man. A man of peace. Good-natured, like himself. Would have never crossed his mind to disown me if it wasn't for that hag I call my sister.
What's the name again? Count Julian Alfonso de Witt?
Viscount Julian Alfred Pancratz de Lettenhove.
Bruh.
Don't believe me? Just watch. You'll wipe that doubting leer off your face when we go visit my estates.
Yeah, estates.
You just invent this count bit. Quite the imagination for one who's sober.
Geralt will vouch for me. Tell him, I've always said I'm a count.
True. You have always said so.
Just nobody's bothered to verify it.
Is he actually?
What's with this count business all of a sudden?
Well, when we finally leave this god's forsaken dunghole, I plan to reclaim my heritage, the titles and estates that are rightfully mine.
Got plans for all these lands and titles?
I'll take possession of them. Of course, there's also the issue of progeny.
Is that so? Then you finally found a lassie worthy of the great dandelion.
My dear friend and companion. Why, my heart belongs to the one and only Priscilla.
Oh, yeah.
Known also as Calinetta.
We messed up that stuff with Priscilla.
Right, true. But the rest of your anatomy?
I resent the insinuation, and hasten to remind you that you are talking to a count.
No need for the count to get riled. Rather, you told us how your beloved is.
She's recovered. Back to full health physically.
Dang, if only.
Recovered? What did I miss?
Ah, right. Ended up not hearing about it?
She was attacked around the time you were in Novigrad.
Oh.
That hurt her something awful.
But, as I said, she's getting better.
Wait, so they didn't do the mission to go and get the person who attacked her? What?
Started performing again. Thank the gods.
Give her my best.
Don't worry, I will. Give her a kiss, even. A bit from you, mostly from me.
I'm going rabbit hunting. Dandelion?
Glad to have some rabbit stew. But freezing my ass off to amass the ingredients did not sign up for that. I'll gather the herbs, spices. No stew is complete without some sun-drenched thyme and the aroma of rosemary.
Aye, the fields are covered with rosemary blooming like wild just before Yule, aren't they?
That's why I'll be gathering my herbs from the kitchen.
Wonderful.
So long.
Bro, fix your armor, bro.
Gun cold.
Hey! Bloody hell!
Out in a hunt, Master Witcher? Thought you'd clear the area of beasts your last time through.
Rabbit hunting this time around.
Ah, so that's it. Maybe you come round, visit us this eventide. Verka's baking a pie.
I don't know if...
As you will. You're always welcome.
Okay. Man, I was thrown off by that Priscilla thing. Dude, 720p does not even look like HD anymore. Maybe it's because I'm on a 1440p monitor, but like, this joint don't even look HD, bro. The cutscene parts look fine, though.
She's gone.
Mad she had to wait.
No, eager to roam the fields. Prepared the cover scents and oiled the jaw traps all by herself.
Make a good hunter, wouldn't she?
Nah, too impatient, that one. Probably snatching rabbits barehanded, putting them in the traps because they're too slow to step in themselves.
Where'd she go?
Not far. Over yonder.
Farewell.
Wait. Wait, who? Not talking about Siri, right? Who else would it be other than Siri, though? Okay. Oh, it is Siri.
Not up to hunting rabbits anymore?
Not really.
What's wrong?
What now?
Nothing. Just sitting, waiting for you. It's nice here.
Why does it feel
Wait till
sad?
you see Dol Blethana in winter, and the Blue Mountains. We'll head east soon as the snow melts. Think we might have settled in a bit too much.
You promised to show me that griffin's nest before we left. Let's go now.
You actually interested?
Absolutely. You said it yourself. A royal griffin's a rare sight.
Not that rare. Venture to say we'll have to slay a couple more before we get back to Kaer Morhen. But if you want to see the nest, it's just up the hill.
Come.
Okay. Why do I have such a weird vibe? Not like something does not seem right. Maybe it's because this isn't going the way I thought it would, but something feels very off to me right now.
We were supposed to train today.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow at sunup then. Work you hard like I did in the good old days. Probably been a while since anyone showed you just how much you still have to learn.
Oh, she is not, she's not gonna be here tomorrow.
There.
She's not gonna be there tomorrow. What kind of decision did she make? Come on, Siri. Oh, blood stains? Oh.
Careful now.
This is no time for you to lecture me.
Siri, wait. There's something in there.
We really don't need to play hare and hounds.
Bro.
Siri.
What now?
Bro, that thing looked like it chopped the mess out of her. It does not help that his armor is broken a little bit. I say, you gonna eat something? He has vitality up, so he's got food. It's about to run out. No swallows? I do love this song though, man. Technically the final boss, you're right. I kind of like it when games do that sometimes. You go and save the princess, you beat the final boss, and then technically the final boss is some random grunt you had to fight on the way out of escaping. Bro, just shoot it. What's wrong with her?
What?
A hair faster. That's all it needed to be to rip your shoulder wide open.
But it wasn't, and it didn't. We killed it. What is this about?
You're angry, wanted to unload. But be that careless and next time.
Don't you understand? There won't be a next time.
Siri, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, it's not a good time.
Want to head back? All right, enough. Let's go fishing.
Dang. How old is Siri supposed to be here? She's got to be like in her early 20s. Gotta be early 20s.
We bring Dandelion a nice fat perch, and he just might forget about the rabbit stew.
Dude, what's going on?
Shame he didn't come along. He could use a bit of exertion.
Huh.
Dude. Yeah, okay. I think I know what happened. I think he not only brought her to Emir, but I think he also took the money in front of her. Because I think someone explained it to where the ending conditions and stuff like that, like to get certain endings, like say Geralt lives, Ciri lives, then all you need to do is make sure you get like 2 out of 4 events right. Like when you had to make decisions, like 2 or 3 out of like the 5 choices needed to be right. So yeah, both Ciri and him lived, but I bet you here he did take her to Emir, which is one of the conditions that is needed for her to live, I believe. But I bet you he took the money because and I know that because people brought it up already. So I do know about that. That if you brought her to Emir, you have to say no to the money because he didn't do it for the money. But I'm betting she's this upset because he took the money. That's what I'm thinking. Ciri is 20 on the dot, I believe at this time. She was 19 at the beginning of the game until basically the end. She seems very young. I was thinking 2021, so I guess it wasn't that far off. Dude, I would not want to see this ending, bro. I don't want Ciri to be mad at us, man. Do you know what we just did for you? And I know it sucks as we're not being a great father, but still.
I'll be damned.
Should we go?
No way. Lake's got to be full of perch, bream, or pollard. Fresh pollard. Would you like that?
I wouldn't mind some, but do we plan to wait here until he leaves?
No, we'll scare him off.
How?
I'll improvise. Wait here.
This guy's always casting Quinn.
An old witcher's trick for tough winters. Not terribly subtle, but...
Effective?
Remember, don't ever do this.
Why show it to me at all, then?
Just in case. Never know what could happen on the path, what could save your life.
I mean, we got some fresh fish here. Go for a walk.
All right, let's go.
Who taught you that?
Vesemir. A long time ago.
How long?
Very. Back when I wanted to call myself Geralt Roger Eric Duot Belagarcy.
What?
Bro, what?
Tell you about it tonight.
And about the time you broke your leg after wagering you'd jump off the roof of Kaer Morhen and land a horse's back?
How do you even know about that?
Eskel told me. But I want to hear you tell it. I'm certain you have a rational explanation.
Ciri's throwing me for a loop here because I feel like they're getting along well here, but what are these? And stuff. So it's like, what is that? Don't. Being a father is not easy. Oh.
Come on.
You're not moving. Come on. Oh, there we go.
You never gave me piggyback rides at Kaer Morhen, remember? Vesemir was the only one willing.
I didn't see that coming.
Had to wait till now to remind me. You've put on some weight since Kaer Morhen.
I still have this somber feeling. Dang.
Hey.
Geralt looks more like her father than freaking Emir. Why am I emotional?
Ciri.
We should get back.
Yeah, something. At least I had better armor than this dude at the end. I never made that freaking Witcher armor.
Remember me training on the pendulum? How I feared I'd never manage. Yet you forbade me from giving up. I was black and blue practically all the time. That pendulum was a nightmare.
How can I forget?
Those months at Kaer Morhen, they passed so quickly. I wish we'd spent more time together then.
Why are you saying things like that, Ciri? Where the freak are we at? Uh-oh. That face.
Almost managed to forget it was today. They're here for me, Geralt. I'm going to Nilfgaard, to Emir. I know you didn't expect this, but in Vizima, my father and I spoke. For long. Argued, really, and parted. Then a messenger came with a letter. I didn't say anything at first because I wasn't sure, and then I realized I had to stop fleeing. I realized that if I wish to change anything, I cannot do so hunting monsters round forgotten villages. I must do so from there, from Nilfgaard.
Make this choice on your own?
You make this choice on your own?
If you mean to suggest Yennefer had anything to do with this, then the answer is no.
Great. She even know?
No. And I'd prefer she not get involved this time.
I'll let you tell her that.
You didn't do
Is
the
this
other
what you
thing.
want?
Yes. You'll not try to stop me. Take
Ladies
me to the
matter.
Blue Mountains by force.
Traveled half the world to find you, but I never intended to force anything on you.
I know.
You'll be fine. You're a Witcher.
We needn't say goodbye.
Don't you dare!
Of course we don't.
Don't you dare say, yeah, we do. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have actually just skipped to the next ending. If he actually said that, I would have skipped to the next ending. I'm not even kidding. I would have.
I don't know when we'll see each other again.
You know where to find me.
You can't possibly stay at Kaer Morhen all the time.
Makes no difference. You'll find me.
True.
Remember what I taught you. Never know. Could be useful there too.
Man. Freak, bro. That's my daughter, man. I love dad and daughter stories so freaking much, bro. This time she's giving me the sword. Freak. I'm really glad I didn't do this ending. I'm sorry. Dang, that got me emotional, man. Why are you going with them, bro? You're gonna freaking lead this country to be higher heights, bro. You better salute to me or something, bro. Oh, they're not saluting to me, they're saluting to her. Dang, there goes my daughter, man. I just realized we were still on the big cam. I'm not gonna lie. I just realized I freaking hate forgetting to do that. That ending sucks, man. I'm sorry. That ending
The Third
sucks.
Northern War ended. The invader from the south achieved complete victory. Robbed of Radovid's tactical genius, the
Okay,
northern
Radovid's dead.
realms could not withstand Emir's countless legions. Black banners appeared over Novigrad and all Redania. Weary of rebel raids, Emir Varemris conceded, restoring Temeria as a realm in liege to the Empire. When the
Okay.
guerrillas laid down their arms, the Emperor shifted his forces to other fronts. Through Nilfgaard's victory, Temerians got their country back, and history once again proved a consummate trickster.
Okay.
Having dealt with Radovid, Emir of Varemris did the same with enemies domestic. The Emperor's loyal spies named all who had conspired against him.
Okay,
traitors,
this is what
soldiers,
we
and
saw.
aristocrats alike. Though their mutiny had only been a murky plan, the Emperor showed no mercy, as was his wont. Many islanders believed Svanrige would be no more than his ambitious mother's
Okay, so
puppet.
in this, they
Young
kept
king proved them wrong,
Svanrig as.
ignoring her whims and
Dang.
ruling with an iron hand all his own.
So Svanrig becomes king if you just don't do anything. Because remember, the only reason that Hjalmar and Cerys, the only reason either of them would have been able to become the ruler of Skellige is if we help them find like the way to prove Svanrig's mother's betrayal. So if you do nothing, Svanrig just becomes the new
resolved
leader.
to turn the Isles into an absolute monarchy, modeled after those of the continent. What he resolved, he achieved, but only by shedding his countrymen's blood. After years in exile, Ciri returned to Nilfgaard, her paternal home, where Emir prepared to name her his successor. The woman had the necessary qualities. From her father, she'd inherited an empress's political instincts. From Geralt, she had gained a sense of simple human decency. Few monarchs boast both traits, which is quite a shame. And what of Geralt?
Oh, Cerys and Hjalmar also die in the Svanrig Skellige ending. I did not realize they die. That sucks because that means both Krach, Cerys, and Hjalmar all die if you do get that ending, because Krach dies anyway in the final battle, but Cerys and Hjalmar die in that. That sucks, man.
You might ask. Well, he continued on as before, giving hand
The
to
same
mouth,
one as
job
before.
to job, on the road, ever coining.
This
We
sucks.
would meet at times over a glass of strong drink to talk about the old days and speculate what could have, would have, might have been.
That sucks. That sucks. Like, I think we can agree that ending sucks. One, I don't think Geralt would ever want to go and show Emir that he got his daughter back. Geralt would not do that. At least to me, as a character, Geralt cares too much about his daughter. Because look at this. Geralt's not a stepdad. He's the dad who stepped up. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think, knowing what Emir plans to do, I don't think he would bring Ciri to go and meet with him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he would do that. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't like that. I don't like that. The ending doesn't feel like it has too many high points. In the end, we don't even see what kind of nation or what kind of like land that Ciri ends up making this place become. We only really heard of the things that Emir did. You know, we didn't really get to hear about what Ciri did. So what was the freaking point? Like, literally, if I'm sacrificing my time with my daughter, then I hope she's out there making a freaking difference, bro. You know, but we don't even get to see that, and that sucks. And I already know this next ending is about to suck. I'm aware there has to be a bad ending. The last ending was a bad ending. This has to be the bad ending, though, I'm sure, because they've all lived in all of these ones. So I'm sure one or both of them are gonna die in this. So, okay, on the fleet. Yeah, I see. Okay, dang, that really sucks, man. That sucked. I didn't care for that ending at all. I don't care for that at all. I hated it more than I thought I would. Okay. Oh, no, don't let me see her die. Don't let me see her die, bro. Don't let me see my daughter die, bro. Please, man. I don't want to see this, bro. Can I turn the video? Can we end the video here, please? Can we end the video here? But I know this is the one y'all want me to see, huh? This is the one you want me to see. I know. You guys are freaking terrible for that. Y'all want to see a grown man be emotional? Oh, I took the money. Oh, no, it's too much. It's too much for me. It's too much for me. It's too much. That's not Geralt of Rivia in my book. Oh my gosh, it's too much for me. Okay, Jordan, calm down. You're a grown man. Grown man. I don't remember this part. Oh, you talked to the lodge with her and she just kind of stood back. She has no confidence in herself. That's not Geralt, bro. She has no confidence in her abilities now. Oh yeah, she's gone. And she's never found again. This is all your fault, bro. You are not Geralt, bro. Get out of my face, you imposter. That didn't happen before, right? 1 week later. But doesn't that mean that she wasn't able to stop the eternal, like, frost? Oh, man. This is not like the other ending. Crap, and he's in the same armor I was in. All right, bro, have a good one. Ted Durock, the final age?
A werewolf.
Oh, okay. Something ends, something begins. Talk to the werewolf. Who wants that fisheye effect on the Witcher senses?
Who are you?
You know who I am and why I'm here.
I do. You needn't. I'm no longer a threat. I starve, for the swamp is poisoned. I've no strength to hunt humans.
Crone summon you?
In my sleep. Once I had wolf dreams. Now I dream hunger, pain, and blood.
Where is she?
Out there, in the swamp.
Oh, he's going over after the last crone.
Is there no other way?
There's one. Find the crone. Guide me through the swamp to her.
And then?
Then we'll see.
Ah, the crone, what's she done to you?
Stole my daughter's medallion.
If I may, why risk it? The crone will fight. Like a hounded wolverine, she'll fight. She may cripple, even kill you.
Bro.
Find the girl a new pendant. Her sorrow will pass in time.
No, it won't. My daughter's dead. Go. What's your name, werewolf?
Barum.
Lead me to the crone, Barum.
There's a wolf den nearby. Wolf cubs inside. Carry them out of the swamp. They'll not survive. I sense a wolf. And men.
How many?
10, no more.
Stay out of it.
What are the dudes doing? They don't look like bandits. Wolf stuck in a trap. Y'all gonna help that dog? Gonna help that wolf?
The she-wolf's been on the hunt the last few days. Killed a cow, wounded a man, so we set some traps.
Stupid beast walks straight into one. Once she tires, we'll set the hounds on her. Have as a wolf baiting.
What happened to your ear?
What does it matter? None of your ploughing concern.
Where's the crone?
Sod off. Your kind's not welcome. Leave our lands.
Not just yet. Soon. First the crone.
You're 1. We're 10. We've got hounds. Want to end like the she-wolf?
Let's be honest here. That's not how this is gonna end.
Calm down. We don't need to fight.
Just go. And the lady of the swamp, you leave her be.
Release the she-wolf.
She's not weakened yet.
She's raging. No, she's good as dead, but has yet to accept it.
Get out of here.
What? You dim in the head? Beast killed our cattle, and she'll keep hunting. Damn animal. It's the ploughing enemy. It's her or us.
My sentiments exactly.
Okay. I will say this is more interesting than meeting up with the dwarves.
We'll flay you alive, you wretch!
Are they level 2? Oh, so this is what it's like to have. So that's what it's like to not have enemy upscaling on. You literally just kill everybody in one hit? That's so crazy. That's wild.
Bid my farewell.
You know, oh, hey, the Barum ended up chiming in. You know, some people stopped watching the playthrough because I played with enemy upscaling on. They were mad there was no sense of progression, what it felt like in the games, because wolves and stuff were basically able to kill me in a few hits the whole game. But you could be playing on easy difficulty as well. Maybe, I don't know. But
One countenance.
Come on, no time for that.
Won't survive on its own.
Lead me to the crone.
crazy. These dudes are just no big deal, you know? Basically any enemy in the game was able to kill me in 2 to 3 hits.
She's close. Somewhere here.
Go back to your wolf dreams, Barum. Save the cub. Go away, far away. Find yourself a comely wife, wolf, and live.
Let me help you.
You're not making it out of this.
Remember, like a hounded wolverine, she'll fight. She could kill you.
I know. Now go.
Geralt doesn't care, man. He doesn't care what happens to him anymore.
Patience, sisters. I sense him. He comes. You shall yet have his soul. His pain, his icy suffering will be yours, and you will feast on him.
What happened to this crone on the other endings?
Very soon.
Please don't give me something to censor in this episode, please. Make this easier. That's disgusting. Trypophobia moment.
Come out.
I sense your pain. I see your fear. Look about you. Feel their hatred. You slaughtered their brethren for a fistful of coin. They would see you suffer while you've lost your claws, wolf. The prophecies do not lie. You cannot survive this struggle. Tyrell is dead. Naught but a small frozen corpse in an icy wilderness. And you are afraid. You feel fear.
You lie. I don't feel a thing anymore.
Dang.
You've changed.
So this is the right final boss.
You seek death, I feel it. I know the
All
smell
that
of
wasted
blood.
stamina.
The omens do not lie. That little her cursed blood. She slew my sister. I am alone. It's your doing.
He's doing a ton of damage to level 28 stuff. And damage upscaling can't be on because he's taking way too little damage. It's crazy to actually watch gameplay like that.
You must die.
Stay out of it.
You've changed. You suffer. You seek death, I feel it. I know the smell of a suicide. The omens do not lie. That little whore, her cursed blood. She slew my sisters. I am alone.
Why is he not using Swallow? Does he not have Swallow? Also, what's the status effect that he has on? Because, gotta say, why is it making it so hard to see him?
Like maggots devour a corpse.
World is crazy. If he's gonna go for a no swallow run, they need to have that one ability that makes the food last 20 minutes.
You wish your suffering to end.
Was he trying to exhaust their dialogue? $29. Yeah, I'm like wondering why he's food and not swallow at all. Ugh. Go see your sisters. is that? What is that? What is that? What was that? Trying to find the Vesemir's medallion. Whatever that is, it's gonna come in and kill him, I think. What is this sound, bro? What is that? What is that? Oh, they're ghouls. Oh, they all want their revenge. Personally, even if I wasn't feeling it anymore, I would have personally got the medallion out of there. I can't have this medallion fall where I left it.
The Third Northern War was a clash between two great strategists, Radovid V, known as the Stern, and Emir var Emrys. Both seemed invincible, yet both were defeated. Nilfgaard, invading from the south, was repelled in the field, while the North's supreme leader fell victim to a
So is that Dijkstra becoming in?
Stood victorious, and a man who had thus far operated in shadow took up the reins of power. That man was Sigismund Dijkstra. Once firmly in the Chancellor's seat, Dijkstra ruled the victorious North in his patently cynical and ruthless manner. He knew that to preserve peace, he would need to prepare for war. Following Nilfgaard's example, he consolidated his rule over vast lands through a broad program of settlement and industrialization, all for the good of his subjects, though often contrary to their will.
So he did good things, even if they didn't want it, though.
From one victory to the next, Emir's subjects remained boundlessly obedient. When a string of humiliating defeats proved var Emrys fallible, the opposition, thus far secret, attacked. The subjects of the Emperor who had danced on the graves of his foes laid him to rest in a tomb of his own. Many islanders believed Svanrige would be no more than his
Dang, Svanrige literally was the ruler in all of these endings.
Ignoring her whims,
What this guy did.
with an iron hand all his own. Tired of the Jarls and their endless feuds, he resolved to turn the Isles into an absolute monarchy, modeled after those of the continent. What he resolved, he achieved, but only by shedding his countrymen's blood. As for Ciri, that's hard to say. Since the events on Undvik, she is yet to be seen.
Dang. And we know what happened to Geralt. Wow. That was a lot. That was definitely the most unfortunate ending so far. Let's give some final thoughts for a little. This ending made Geralt lose all emotion he had left. Him being Ciri's dad basically made him human. Yeah. Yeah. There's actually a theory that Ciri lives because Weaves had made a painting made of human hair that shows a swallow, the Ciri symbol, leaving the tower. Nothing has been confirmed though. I think it would kind of go against a lot of things for Ciri to actually have lived, but I do kind of think it would be it would make sense if Ciri lived but didn't tell Geralt. In a way, I'd like to think that's what happened. Well, okay, I don't want to think that Ciri felt so betrayed by Geralt and so unsupported as a daughter by Geralt, by him taking the money, not letting her stand on her own 2 feet, not supporting her, that she would genuinely live through a terrible situation and choose not to go back. Because I played some other games where something like that did happen, and I would really hate that for Ciri. Yeah, that I'm gonna be honest. I do think the developers intended for people to believe she died, but I do think that they also considered that she just didn't come back because he was a bad father. That would also make sense, because the options it takes to get there is you have to be a bad father. That's practically the only way to get Ciri dying in the end. So that makes sense. But overall, let's talk about this. The verse ending is obviously the best. Even in this video, I think my version's better. I mean, who knows, maybe Dijkstra would have made a better ruler, but Vernon Roche did just fine in my ending, I'd like to think. Ciri lives, became a Witcher, awesome. Geralt is not alone, awesome. He married Yen, and now they live together in a nice cozy little log cabin, freaking waking up past noon and eating breakfast, then going on long walks and stuff like that. That's freaking peak. The ending where Svanrig became the leader is easy to get because you don't have to do anything. Same thing with the Empress ending. I don't like the Empress ending either. It was much better than that final ending. I don't think her becoming Empress is the best ending to me, because the ending in that ending in the game doesn't even tell you the ramifications of her becoming the Empress. It doesn't say, did she end up doing amazing things for the world? I literally watched it and they didn't actually mention that. All they did was talk about the things that Emhyr did. So, I mean, yeah, maybe that's brought up in the DLC. I've heard, because it takes place 2 years afterwards, it makes they will bring it up. But at least as far as this here now, base game endings, I don't like the Empress ending either, because I genuinely don't think the Geralt that we know would want to show Emhyr, hey, I got your daughter. Like, that's one contract he wouldn't do, I feel like, because in the end, there's no benefit to him for that, and I think Geralt as a person cares more about his daughter than he does the country, for example. Like, what Ciri wants is more. And I feel like she only really wants to be Empress if you kind of guide her to that ending. You let her biological father actually influence her to the point where she feels like this is the only way she can really make a difference, And I genuinely don't think that's the case. I don't feel like Ciri, because at the end of the day, who decides that you need to contribute something to the world? I know at the end of the day, a lot of people and society has led us to believe that we all need to have some kind of impact. We need to affect things, whether it's you become a doctor or a politician, a government official or something, something, anything. But who freaking says that has to be the case, man? Who says that I can't be fine just being a hunter? Who says I can't be an entertainer? Who says I can't just do my own thing, make a living off drawing in my room? Who says that I have to do things a certain way? And I don't like the idea of Ciri feeling like in order for her to make a difference, she needs to become the Empress herself. And I don't agree with that. If that's just something that she wants, that's one thing. But in my opinion, throughout the entire game, there's nothing that supports that that's what she wants. There's nothing that supports that. Maybe it's because I didn't take her to Emhyr, but before Emhyr's influence, she had zero desire to become an Empress. She did not want to see him in the first place, or else she would have sought him out earlier on. Why wouldn't she? Her father has an army he could sick on whoever freaking comes after her, so why would she not have visited him before? You could say, oh, she was worried about it might hurt innocent people. Again, they have an army, they could help. They even talked about how they got freaking endless troops, man. Like, again, realistically, I don't think there's anything in the core game that supports her wanting to become Empress. And again, I know when she gets the influence by her father, that's when it starts to, play a factor. But I genuinely don't think that. I think I think it's more she's talked into it by her dad. And again, she's at an age where she's very influenced by the people around her. So I don't necessarily think that just because her father talked her into it, doesn't necessarily mean that that's what she would want to do. So I don't know. That's just me personally. I don't care for that as much. But it's whatever. You could debate that all day. I just personally don't think the Ciri that I've come to understand from this game would want to become an empress. But that's just me. Just like how Geralt, I don't think would want to be a bad father. I don't think he wouldn't support her. I don't think he would take money for bringing her back. I don't think he would do that. I genuinely don't. That's not Geralt. So it's the same thing. I don't think Ciri's somebody who would want to become an empress. Well, she would only do that just because she feels like it's the only way for her, based off hearing what her biological father had to say. I don't know. I don't know. Ciri to me feels like a very, a character who is very influenced by the people around her. Like, yeah, you can say nobody convinces her, nobody can talk her into anything, but that being talked into something isn't the same thing as being influenced by somebody. I genuinely think that if she did not meet up with her father, she would not have considered becoming empress. If she, like knowing Geralt and everything being fine now, no more Wild Hunt being in the picture, she would have just become a Witcher naturally. Again, if all other influences like the Wild Hunt and the end of the world and stuff aren't a factor anymore, everything's all good, we're all happy ever after now, she would just become a Witcher. And that's influenced by the man who raised her. She's influenced. All kids are influenced by people around them. Kids are just influenced, like impressionable people. So I don't know. That's just me. I've been quietly watching while having caught a stream in the bed. Hope all is well for you. Everything's going great. But the thing is, does Ciri really care about? That's what I'm talking about, though. I know you guys say like she feels like her becoming empress would benefit the world, but does Ciri care about that? I never found Ciri to be a character who cared more about the world and all that stuff over her own desires. And in the end, this is more for a countrywide thing, because at the end of the day, she saved the world already. She stopped the winter. I mean, what more do they want from her? So I feel like she already kind of did her part. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, ending 3, let's talk about that one now. Ending 3 is obviously bad. It makes a lot of sense. As bad as it is, I genuinely think it might be the best written out of all of them. Personally, I wonder what would happen if Geralt actually romanced Triss or Yen, because in this ending, it doesn't bring them up at all. And to me, I feel like if Geralt did have a significant other in one of these endings, in this ending, in ending 3, I feel like Geralt would not be suicidal. I don't think he would be. I do not think he would feel like ending at all. He wouldn't care about it. I do think he would be hurt. Of course, he might even still be emotionless, but I genuinely believe, knowing Triss and Yen, they would do everything in their power to support him during this hard time. I mean, they would support each other. I'm sure Yennefer would be absolutely destroyed. So, like, yeah, she was going to sacrifice. Yeah, I get it. She was going to sacrifice herself to stop the Frost, but she saved the world already, So I don't think she would necessarily. She hasn't showed me she cares about her kingdom or country that much. The world ending is something that affects everybody, of course, but I don't think she cares on a level to where she needs to govern a nation or something like that. Maybe at some point, but I'm not too sure. I guess. But probably at some point. But I don't know what happened to the werewolf here. His name was like Burmis. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he died as well, but it didn't say anything. It didn't say anything about what happened to them. I'm glad we got to take out the crone. It makes me wonder what happened to the last crone in the other endings, because we never found out. So I assume they took her out anyway. I also, again, think it's a bit peculiar that Geralt just gave up once he found the thing. It kind of shows to me how narrow-minded he was in this moment, that once he found the thing and he's been reconnected with it, it's not only his last connection to Ciri, but also his last connection to Vesemir as well. So it's like, he maybe once, as soon as he had that, he felt complete, and that was it. Because it's weird, because they try to play him off as feeling emotionless, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. His reaction to finding the medallion and sitting down with it, that shows that's an emotion too. I think people tend to not fully understand what emotionless means. So I don't know. What's up, Kiana? Yeah, it is bad though. It's bad. When we see Geralt like this, it's very hard to see him like this. It really sucks. I'm also aware that you guys said the DLC has alternate endings too. So I guess we'll have to see those when we beat those as well, since we're already a good bit into Hearts of Stone by the time I'm recording this. Yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot. So if I had to rank them, I'd rank them 1, 2, 3. So it just gets progressively worse. It gets progressively worse. But I really enjoyed this. I genuinely did. The Witcher 3 was a great game. The endings kind of did what I thought it was going to do. It kind of spoiled that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling I happen. But anybody who knows me personally knows, despite saying this, bad endings, especially in visual novels, are something I kind of adore. You know, something about the chilling, unsettling nature of alternate bad endings and stuff like that always intrigue me, despite making me terribly uncomfortable. But at the time of recording this, yes, I'm already doing Hearts of Stone. Right now, it's only available for patrons and channel members, though. So if you'd like to see them early, check out the link in the description box below. But yeah, I did like these endings, though. I feel like it was very good. I definitely wouldn't want to go and get them myself personally, but yeah, it's crazy. I do like to try to adopt, though, just because I like pain, that Ciri actually did live in this final ending, but she chose to not come back. Because if she didn't defeat the winter, wouldn't that mean this world is still destined to die from it anyway? So that's what I'd assume. But I assume because it just hasn't happened yet, or maybe it still will, but because it hasn't happened yet and doesn't seem like there's too many signs of it, I feel like she did beat the winter, but she chose not to come back because Geralt was a bad father. That's my headcanon. That's my headcanon. That might be what Crone meant by the prophecy. You're right. That might be what she meant. But yeah, I'm not going to hold up too much of your time. This video is already getting on long enough. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button for you, boy, and leave a comment for the algorithm. You have no idea how much that really helps me out. And of course, if you'd like to be notified for when new episodes of the DLC of this game go up, all you have to do is subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. And of course, if you would like to see these episodes early before anyone else, uncut, uncensored, and stuff like that, check out the link in the description box below for my Patreon. It's not much, but with enough support, I can do this full time. I just went and updated stuff on Patreon too. And don't forget, I am doing movie and TV show reactions. If there's anything you'd like me to watch, the comment section is where to leave it. And of course, shout out to everybody who was here when I was live streaming and stuff. It made it a bit more fun knowing I wasn't just alone in my room talking to myself. I mean, that is what I was doing, but still, it was nice to know people were there for me. But thank you all so much for watching. My name is KingdomAce. Remember, everyone, to play some games, have some fun, and enjoy your day today.